All right. Are we live? It is hot in my room. Are we live? You see us?
Let's see.
I think we are. Oh, yep. We are.
Yeah, it says live.
We're online. All right, cool.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Yo, everybody! Happy Sunday! Back on the spot with Highway 54. D3 in the house and back from a long absence. Carlo. No. Carlo has been traveling the West Coast for work, and that's good, man. You went to Hawaii. How was your trips, man?
I was good. It was nice. I heard it's very busy now, so made it in time.
Oh yeah. Went to LA this weekend, and man, there's traffic.
Oh, really?
Traffic is back right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's good, man. People are out and about, and people still wearing masks and social. They're doing that social distancing, and as of at least for California, June 15th, we will be able to have 100% capacity in restaurants and concerts and the Padres and all that. So,
Wow, really?
yeah, Padres been sucking. We've been losing. Like, I don't know. We haven't won a game in like a week, I think. But young team still rocking, and we have the faith here for the Padres. So that's the only really major league team that we have here in San Diego since we lost the Chargers to whatever reason. But hey, how about those Lakers?
yeah.
My dad's a diehard fan of the Lakers, so I'm not really watching anymore because my dad doesn't. He's pretty sad. He was mad as fuck. But I mean, what do you guys think, man? I mean, Anthony was hurt. What's his name? That young guy, Kwame, was hurt. What's his name with the blonde hair? What the fuck is his name? He was hurt. LeBron, like, I don't know, bro. Look, I get that LeBron James is a great player, a good player. He's a great player. Wherever he goes, he just enhances the team. But he has this attitude that like he just gave up. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you see Michael Jordan doing what he did? Just for example. I don't know if you guys watched the game or watch any clips, but He literally just gave up. Like maybe the last quarter, I don't know, last third quarter of like the last 2 games of the series. He you know what I'm saying? You could see it. And I think he just walked out. Like literally they got blown out of the waters.
I mean, he's got all his accolades, so it's not really much else he needs to do. So, I mean, as far as him being a leader, I mean, you can only motivate others around you so much.
Yeah.
So that's tough.
Yeah. But yeah, but you know, like I said, if you saw Jordan do what he did, you know, just give up. Like, no, you just keep going. You keep fighting. You keep playing until, you know, I don't know, man. I felt like he wasn't a great leader towards the last 2 or 3 games of the series. So I stopped watching. So it was.
I think maybe I think that's what sets people like Jordan and Kobe, Magic, and think about it, Bird and Bill Russell. It sets them apart because they have that killer instinct. You can't really teach that, and you don't shut that off and then shut it back on whenever you can. It's always there. They could be down by 20-some points, but they'll still pull up from half court. Like, oh no, I'm gonna make this. And they think about it. That's what got Golden State over because they know they had a lot of weapons in the past. Yeah. And that's how they won their championship. They're like anybody, Steph will pull up from a hash mark or something like that and be like, hey, it's going in. And he just turn around. And if not, he's like, okay, well, Draymond will get the rebound. I mean, so they had supreme confidence in themselves and each other too.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, but that type of leadership or confidence, I mean, it's not in everybody. I mean, it's not wrong. It's people are just wired different, I guess. I mean, LeBron got his, like last year, they did their thing. So the expectations are going to be high regardless. So
you think he'll retire? Or
no.
Will he be traded this year, you think? Or, I mean, he won't be traded, but I mean, I'm going to move to another team. That's what he could say.
I mean, I don't see the purpose. I don't see why. That means he would have to rebuild all over again.
Yeah.
I mean, and since he's been in the league for so long, because he didn't go to college. So being in the league for so long, directly out of high school, I mean, it's tough to continually rebuild. No, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Carl. Exactly. Because the reason why I said Jordan is because they, for many years, decades, a decade now, they've been, trying to compare him to one of the greatest to ever play the game, Jordan. And Skip Bayless, one of my favorite guys that I like. I almost agree with on his comments. Jordan would never do that. Just would never happen.
Nope.
Now, like I said, we're not debating on like is LeBron a great player? No, he's a great player. Now, is he a great leader? That's debatable. Saying
maybe he just leads by example. You have other leaders that are just a lot more vocal. Jordan would get into your stuff. I mean, in practice or whatever like that, and he took a lot of stuff personal. So that whenever he got out there, he was going to give you everything. But LeBron's like, okay, well, watch this. I'm gonna come through clutch. I'm gonna hit a 3.
Yeah.
Then, bang! There it is. You're done.
Well, not this year, I guess. But I wish
they went fishing.
Yeah. Who's playing still? Clippers was playing.
But was it Phoenix, Utah?
Utah Jazz. So, I mean, I guess it's due for the Clippers to get a championship again.
I don't know about all that. I mean, NBA, anything's possible. I mean, somebody could be up 2 games to nothing and then still lose the series. So you never know.
Cool. Well, as we wait for everybody else, we've got some great stories to talk about. We'll talk about the Mayweather fight. Father's Day just around the corner, so there's some uproar about why do we have Mother's Day and Father's Day. I guess Jada Pinkett is showing her JJ on stream. I have no idea what's going on. I'll talk about that. And man, one of the saddest things that we'll talk about is there's some mass shootings happening. We've been having mass shootings, but this one Carlo talked about is there were 4 mass shootings within 6 hours. Yeah. So we'll talk more about that. But Let's go to one of my favorite segments that I love the most. Let's see here. All right, so Carlo, I love, and I know DT knows this. I love TV shows, and I grew up a lack key kid from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So, but I think you'll know some of these shows that I'll be singing. Now I'm gonna tell you it out there. Disclaimer: I can't sing, so I will try my best. So I'm going to sing a few of the lyrics, and you just guys let me know what song or what TV show is this. Okay. All right. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman and the paperboy and evening TV. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's a heart. No.
Family Matters, right?
Nope. You're close though. No. Doesn't sound ring a bell.
Hold on. Family Matters. I'm thinking either Family Matters or
Did someone mention it?
No,
Carl got it. Carl said Family Matters.
Oh, okay.
Now, oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Full House.
Okay.
You remember watching it, Carlo?
No.
Carl blew on himself.
Yeah.
What year was that?
90s?
Oh, okay. Then they redid it with a Fuller House.
Yeah. They have the girls.
I heard about the Fuller House, but
Full House came out in with the Olsen Twins, right? This came out in, so they had 192 episodes, started in 1988 and ended in 1999 with 8 seasons. And of course, the Olsen Twins were the star, but like you said, they had a reboot, and they're all grown up. And Bob Saget was also one of the stars because he was the comedian, and then John Stamos. Who else? And they they're back, but it's just the girls, and some of the uncles and parents come in and out every so often, but the twins didn't come back.
But didn't the lady, I forgot her name just that quick, the one that was dating John Stamos on the show, her daughters were caught up in that scandal with her about paying for college.
Yeah, what's her name again? John Stamos' wife on Full House.
Yeah.
College scandal.
Rebecca Donaldson.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess, but she got caught and did hardly no time or whatever for something that people have been doing for centuries. So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, well, you got caught, so it is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got a light sentence. Yeah, that's like right there.
Yeah, they got a slap on the wrist. That was nothing.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, her two daughters. She was trying to pay for them to go to school. So
expensive lawyers.
Yeah, the daughters were bragging about it. So
yeah. I just someone title told someone just it happens a lot. I mean, Donald Trump did the same thing. The parents paid for him to go to school, so just it is what it is. I'm sure they try to keep it down low for long because all their friends did it. They just so happened the one to get caught. There's another actor that did that. Philippines, it happens all the time.
What was it? Felicity Huffman? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, it always happens. It's nothing new.
When you think about it too, you got people that are supporting the college and just happen to donate a couple million and have a wing donated to them, but then their child gets special treatment. So it's nothing new.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah,
spotlight now, but back in the day, people didn't really care. People knew.
Yeah. Lori Loughlin was her name. Sorry, that was her name. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah. What was that? That's like 2 years ago.
Gas stations, yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
All right. So we have some news here now. Always in Texas. It's either news coming out, big news, Texas, Florida, or California. So in Texas, was arrested A mother was arrested after posing as her 13-year-old daughter for a day of middle school. Casey Garcia, 30, posed as her 13-year-old daughter for what she describes as a social experiment. She says in a video that she sneaked into her daughter's school to prove the point about lax security. Okay. Garcia says she made it through nearly the entire day until the last period until she got caught. So she dressed up in I can play the video here. She dressed up in a sweatshirt, glasses, and of course they're wearing masks. Darkened her skin a little bit, which I'm assuming her daughter is mixed race, half race. So here's a video here.
Oh goodness.
Let's get a little. Can you see what I'm wearing? Oh my God, these weird shoes on.
So yes, she did a little makeup, sprayed.
Okay. I'll record once I'm inside. I gotta get it. Okay. I'll talk to you once I'm
Out of
inside.
breath for a 13-year-old.
Do I look like a seventh grader? No. Cool. Awesome. Okay. And
I mean,
hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
And
yourself?
she talked to the principal. She said good morning to the principal.
Wow.
Could it happen?
Morning.
Yeah, it could.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not see you behind me. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I am gonna get so caught. I'm actually really scared now. I am literally on the campgrounds of a middle school. They're kind of like, am I going the right way? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, middle school. Someone had to know. I don't know. My middle school kids, they're not like, they're small. So talking about their body size is small. So you would know, like,
I got so many questions.
Yeah. Well,
First was that movie back in the day?
Freaky
But that was
Friday?
high school. No. Drew Barrymore. Oh,
Yeah.
Never Been Kissed.
Oh, okay.
She was a reporter.
Or what was that one? 21 Jump Street, the last movie. The last movie. These 30-year-old men went back to high school, and no one knew. Like, okay.
My thing is, my first question is, okay, we saw how short she was. She was really, really short, so she blended in.
Yeah.
You went up to the first part when she was by the stall. You can see the stall handle, which is right like to the small of her back. So she's probably about 5'2". So she blended in with the rest of the kids. Number one. Number two, would she try the same thing without a mask on? If you have a mask on, that's covering up most of your identity. So how can you sit back and say that, okay, the security is lax? They're just probably just happy you got a mask on because they don't know if you've been vaccinated or not. So that's covering up most of your grill. And then the question after that, I mean, what was she trying to prove? I mean, what was the point of doing all of that? Completely covered up with a hoodie on and being the same size as a seventh grader. I'm not understanding what the actual point was. It didn't make sense to me.
Well, she has a possible felony because she entered public property, but it's a controlled property of the school, endangering the lives of kids, blah blah blah, all kinds of other stuff. But
yeah, she could possibly be put up on the registry now. So now she can't come within 500 feet. Yeah, but then it says she has to register as a sex offender now, technically. Yeah. So I mean that could be all types of different directions they can go.
Yeah, it takes one parent to complain, and she'd be described as a sex offender. Yeah, pedophile.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, because I know, matter of fact, one of the forensic hospitals I used to work at, one of the guys he had a charge for actually after hours urinating by a school, but he still had to register as a sex offender because of it was still school property.
Yep.
So you're like, wow, dude. I mean, just stuff like that is completely unnecessary.
She said that this is about our children and safety of our children. She said that's all I'm trying to do is prevent another mass shooting.
When was the last school mass shooting?
There was another one, wasn't it? No, there wasn't a mass shooting. Not this year. I don't think so. Was there another mass shooting this year? No.
Not for schools because they haven't been in it. But then number two, she's actually showing somebody how to actually do it.
Yeah.
you just
Like,
show somebody how to do it.
Like it can happen. Like you can go sneak into a school.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's
So I think it'll backfire. But unfortunately, we all know what's going to happen, right? She's going to get a light sentence. She's going to get probation.
She'll start crying and go to the school board, and they're going to be lenient.
Yeah, yeah. Or I believe she just did it for the clout. Did it for the likes.
Yeah, she wanted attention. Maybe so.
Yeah. It's just another Karen trying to prove something out of nothing, actually, pretty much. But it can happen. I mean, it can happen. Now I can understand maybe like college. I mean,
Yeah, those campuses are more open. If you think about it, college campuses are a lot more open than regular public school or private school campuses.
Yep. Well, there is at least from 2021. There's 225 mass shootings in the U.S. Mm-hmm. So, what do you consider a mass shooting? What's the definition of a mass shooting?
Me personally, I think it's just it depends on the number of people that could possibly be affected. Just like the mass shooting that they had in I want to say in Vegas a few years back. I mean, that was at a concert, so the possibility of a lot of people being affected, considered it. I mean, like a mass is a lot of people. So when you do that at a school, there's a possibility of a lot of faculty and students being affected, or being hurt or injured or even killed. So I think that, to me, it's just the possibility of a large number of people being affected, hurt.
Yeah, I mean, is there like a number that like more than one, more than two, or is it all grouped together? If, like, say, for example, yeah, they did shoot, but only into a school, but only like one person got shot. Yeah, so that's still a mass shooting.
I personally would think so, because it's, like I said, it's a possibility of a lot of people getting shot. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The intent of hurting.
Right. Yeah. So the target just start shooting into a crowd. I mean, that's technically a mass shooting.
Mm-hmm. The definition here says mass shooting. Most definition describes a minimum of 3 to 4 victims. Doesn't have to be dead, just shot. Be considered a mass shooting. And that's across the world here.
Yeah.
And so, and we've been talking about mass. It happens a lot of time. What's happening in America, at the very least, is that we're desensitized. What do you call it? We're not shocked. Let's say that. Not shocked that there is a mass shooting.
Desensitized.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hate to say, let's not talk about it. And I know that our politics, it's no help to the plight of like Mormons in the U.S. So this one mass shooting, 4 mass shooting in 6 hours, leave 39 wounded, 5 dead across the U.S. At least 4 major U.S. cities were reeling from an onslaught of mass shootings over the weekend. They left at least 39 people wounded and 5 dead. Police officials alarmed that the surge in gun violence is a prelude to a bloody summer as the nation emerges from the pandemic. Police Austin, Cleveland, and Chicago and Savannah were all investigating on Sunday. It all happened Sunday. Last week, mass shootings that erupted over a 6-hour streak that began around 9 p.m. on Friday and spilled over to this weekend. Began on Friday and ended on Sunday morning. And then now Texas is like, they passed that law of everybody can have guns. No background checks, no licenses, no training. It is Second Amendment all the way. And then, of course, California comes around, and we can have assault rifles now.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, we're allowed to have assault. Yeah, and I'm sure if they change the the law too, where we can have concealed. I'm not sure.
That's nothing but trouble. I mean, I'm all for Second Amendment rights, but at the same time, I mean, My dad told me a long time ago, just because you got hair on your face don't mean you're grown. So you get a lot of people that might try to plead insanity or something like that, but no, they just make bad decisions. People do
Yeah,
that. They make bad decisions. So a decision for them to just let anybody carry, wrong. A decision just to start shooting people just because you can, wrong. I mean, just it's so many different layers to it. It just just don't make sense.
yeah. I mean, we grew up around guns. We, as military folks, we are trained to use a gun. But guess where our guns are at? Or I mean, our M16s or our M9s. They are locked in a facility, and every bullet is accounted for. And we shoot once a year. Or for those who are, of course, security forces, they have they have procedures. Where can you carry and all that. So we're talking about trained. We're trained professionals to carry guns, to handle guns, to store guns, and that's the problem. Is that does America have enough training for certain people to have guns, and how do we control people who are mentally ill, right? And how do we know that the household has the right what do you call it, storage area or procedures to store their guns so that they're not easily accessible for their kids, or for their mentally ill stepson or son or daughter or whatever, so they have access. So that's the thing we're talking about, reform, and then background checks. um but the answer to a lot of my friends who are gun advocates is like, more guns.
That's not going to solve anything.
Just give them more guns. Everybody should be strapped. Now, a lot of us who've been overseas or been to the States, I mean, guns violence is like rare, and if it is, it's like, oh, in Shibuya, someone got shot or stabbed, right, Carlos? Someone got shot. That's a big deal.
They had a
Here,
lot of different penalties too.
yeah. So that's my concern now that California is trying to undo the banning of assault rifles, and then Texas, which actually, not that I love my people in Texas, but like whatever, it's out of sight, out of mind, and you guys, your laws, you have those. But do we want to live in a world where we have to carry our guns all the time?
I think we got no choice. I mean, to where we have to carry it and actually have one is totally different. I can understand for I can understand as far as like home protection or something like that. I mean that makes a lot of sense to protect your property.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just to carry it just because, I mean, that training needs to be there. Because if you think about it, you have a lot of different protests that are going on, and rightfully so. But in a lot of states, like in Maryland, where I am, you can't carry your firearm within 500 feet, I believe, of any type of protest. And those are the type of laws that people need to be aware of. They need to know about. You just
Yeah.
can't. You just can't carry like that. So if you're not giving people the proper training, and like you said, Floyd, you also have people that aren't getting training to be able to lock up their gun or secure it a proper way, then that's another issue too in the home, and you can't enforce that because it's infringing on someone else's property and their rights within their home.
Yeah.
So I mean, how do you fix that? You can't, except for training outside of their home. But if you're not making the training mandatory, then you can't complain about the consequences that happen afterwards.
Yeah. But so what's the answer? That's I know it's not an easy fix, and there's going to be multiple things, reform and laws and stuff you need to do. And yes, we can blame the health of the mentality of what's happening, mental illness. We can poverty, the pandemic, you can blame a lot of things. But what can we do that's going to move us to where it's going to be less easier for people to have mass shootings, you know what I'm saying? Or, to go out there and just shoot up the AMC, or, or, university, what can we do? What can the laws do that we can make it that we're doing something, versus like just saying, oh, prayers, thoughts and prayers. Now,
I
I want to say this, and Carlo can back me up. In the Philippines, we got guns everywhere. You know, we got guns at 7-Eleven. We're like wild west. Like, do you have to have the armed guard at 7-Eleven because they have armed citizens, and also it's very easy to kill somebody in the Philippines.
Yeah, there's a lot of illegal guns there, but it's hard to get if you're a civilian. But once you get it, there's a lot of people that do use it. But
yeah. But Carlo, when was the last time you ever heard a mass shooting in the Philippines? Exactly.
Yeah, not a mass shooting. There's a lot of people just getting shot on the streets.
Yeah. But not a mass shooting. Not like, hey man, I want to go to the San Antonio, which just happened, airport, and I'm just gonna randomly shoot people.
Yeah, it's hard for. I mean, there's a lot of not on the main places, but if you go to the I guess the provinces, there's a lot of terrorists that have access to guns. But I don't think they're called mass shooters. It's just terrorism as a blanket. But there's really no incident where a school gets shot or whatever. That's pretty rare.
Yeah. There's a lot of guns in the Philippines. A lot of guns.
Illegal guns.
But, it is what it is. But like I said, is it a cultural thing? In Japan, it's very hard to have a gun.
Oh,
a lot. It's very, very, very. You have to go to a train. Not to say you can't have a gun. There's a lot of training. You got to keep it in a certain place. You got licenses. You got fees. Blah, 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 blah. United States, in the world, we probably have the most illegal and legal guns per person.
Probably so.
Yeah,
probably so.
We love our guns, and the gun factories and the NRAs love America.
I bet we have the most inconsistent consequences that come with that as well.
Yeah,
because there's so many different levels to our justice system. It depends on who you know and who knows you. And can you afford a proper lawyer? If you can, chances are you have a lesser sentence. If not, and it's not going to happen. So it's so many layers to it, and all the layers are corrupt to a certain extent. So I mean, there's no quick fix, none whatsoever. So I mean, we're just stuck with it. But it goes back to one thing that I think I brought it up on one of the episodes a while back. The military training, as far as the military police and the civilian police, is totally different. It's totally different because you think about it, the military police, like you said, all of the bullets are accounted for. And for you to pull out your gun and to be able to de-escalate situations and stuff like that without your weapon are two totally different ends of the spectrum. For you to pull out your weapon, it's got to be something really, really bad, or something on the flight line that's ridiculous, or so I mean, it goes to the training of the individuals that are responding, but more importantly to the citizens that they have to respond to.
Yeah.
There's no quick fix whatsoever.
No. I mean, like I said, we're all pro gun. I get that. I see the need for it, and I see there's people who are hobbyists. They're really into guns. I get that. But when is enough? When do you become concerned as a citizen, as a neighbor, say, you know what, we need to do something about these guns? When unfortunately, when it happens to you, when it happens to your family,
it's personalized.
Yeah, when it's personalized, and that's when you start being concerned about, man, we need to do something about these guns that we're doing, And you can't speak for like, oh, I live in Ohio, Texas, or whatever. Yeah, you live in a rural country, like. You can yell all you want and your neighbor will not hear you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here in California, at least, even on the West Coast, I mean, we're very close. I can reach out to my neighbor by too long on my hands, next door. But we have a lot of people in condensed areas. So if you want to go shoot somebody, it's very easy for us to go to any crowded place and start shooting, If you're in Texas, sometimes you gotta drive for a couple minutes to an hour to get to an area where you gotta shoot people up. So,
especially if you're in between San Antonio and El Paso.
Yeah, dude. I live in San Angelo. Shit, we're in the middle of nowhere. Like, between us and San Antonio or Dallas, West Texas, man, we were nowhere. So, but yeah, but a lot of people like keep thinking like, well, I'm tired of talking. Yeah, I'm tired of people dying.
Yeah,
I'm tired of people. I'm tired. I'm tired at the point that we like, oh, another shooting. Like, it's nonchalant for us. That's America to us,
Yeah, we're really used to it. It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough, man. And what's his name? Our boy here, Carl, saying like, when the Constitution was written, muskets took forever to load. That's why nobody got shot. Too much work.
That's what I said. That's the truth. That's the truth.
I like his other comment too. There's a lot of firearms in my area of folks who don't know what Wi-Fi is.
That's sad.
And that's why I smiled a lot earlier. I'm like, I get that.
My God.
That is scary.
And plus, Washington wore lipstick and tights, so that's that. There's that.
And he had a wig on.
And he had a wig.
And a wig. So let's call it all out. You can tell the whole story.
And he had wooden false teeth, I believe.
Maybe so.
All right. Well, we had a busy week, and actually last week, I that's why we didn't see Killen. Lots of fights are happening, as we know. Lots of events are happening, going through. We got the Major League Baseball, basketball going to full capacity now. But one of the, not say the biggest of boxing event of the year, but a very interesting matchup. Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather ends in boos as each fighter makes millions. And this was last Sunday. The fight, one of the biggest boxers in history and one of the best YouTube personalities in his family, ended up in a predictable fashion on last Sunday as Floyd Mayweather danced around Logan Paul for 8 rounds without inflicting any real damage. Mind you, Mayweather is 44 years old. Of course, he has the 50-0. Logan Paul had one actual fight, and he is a YouTuber that has 66 million followers. And of course, Mayweather is 20 years younger, 4 inches in each, 34 pounds to Paul. Paul is 189, and what is Mayweather? $145, $155 walking.
And so also a professional.
Also a professional, one of the greatest fighters out there. No debate about that. So I want to show you just a little bit of a recap of that fight real quick. Hold on.
Weren't able to watch the fight last night? No big deal. I got you. Here's everything that went down at the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight. First and foremost, Logan Paul walked out with a $300,000 Pokemon card around his neck. Don't ask me why he did it, but does it surprise any of us?
$300,000.
You're wondering who won the fight? Technically no one, because as you know, that was one of the rules, no winner or judges. But here are the end results if you want to take a look and figure it out for yourself. After the fight ended, Jake Paul decided to convince the world that Logan did win, though. He tweeted 50-0, holy, my brother just beat Floyd Mayweather. And he also posted this.
You just beat Floyd Mayweather?
And here's a quick shot from the fight where Logan Paul did pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Logan got him on the next.
Oh, and now Jake Paul's trying to fight Canelo Alvarez. He tweeted this last night.
The fuck?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Alvarez is a bruiser. Floyd dances around and makes you tire yourself out, and then he unloads. But there was an instance in that fight that Floyd actually hurt him, but they didn't put that on there. He actually hurt him, and Paul was out on his feet. But no, he don't want Triple C. No, Alvarez, leave that alone. That's not what you want, bro. That's not what you want.
So,
don't do that to yourself.
Here's my take. Floyd Mayweather is known for his skill not to get hit, which is it's a good tactic because you see a lot of great fighters that went warrior, pound for pound, hit for hit, took on every fighter. but they paid for it at the end, right? They got beat up, brain damage, blah blah blah. XXX. I get that. I understand that. Is he a boring fighter? Fuck yeah, he's a boring fighter, right?
Mhm.
Does he get his money? He gets his money, right? He's a lucky motherfucker that gets his money, and he deserves it. We're not hating about that. Was this good for boxing? That is the question, right? But we're all asking, was this about boxing?
About the money.
It's about
it's all a money grab. You think about it. All they wanted to do was just get people to watch. And if you pay for that, then you need to get your money taken. I got some beachfront property in Nebraska for you. What's up? You want to sell it? Yeah, I want to sell it. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why? One's a boxer, the other one's just a dude that just talks a whole bunch of stuff and fought nobody. Stop. I would not pay for that crap. Come on, man. You already knew what was going to happen. Just like Mayweather when he fought Pacquiao. They were talking about how they didn't like each other and all this other stuff, but then they got the Burger King mascot walking around chilling with them, and they all. I mean, it was on purpose, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
and even the McGregor stuff. I mean, come on, bro.
Oh yeah.
That was horrible, man.
For sure. He just adding more to his coffer. So, but the bottom line is, you can't say, was this a boxing match? No. Was it good for boxing? In a way, it was, because it showed that you can. So this is actually on the promoters. You can promote and fight, and these motherfuckers can get paid.
Yeah,
that's the biggest deal, right? But I'm going to give it to Paul. What's his name? Logan Paul. I keep saying his brother's name. Logan Paul, right? He held his own. For a non-professional fighter, he did okay, right? Obviously, it's not as a professional would look like for someone who had been fighting 30, 40, 50 fights. But then again, his weight and his height held him too. So, a normal person. Now, think about, say, who's a hard hitter? Canelo's a hard hitter. Manny at his prime was a hard hitter. You do that, because Floyd Mayweather is not known for like super heavy weight.
Right, he's known for defense. Right, he's known for defense. He's reactive.
Yeah, he's a tagger. He's a point.
Yeah.
Right now, put up Manny Pacquiao with those heavy hands. Fuck, he couldn't get knocked out.
I think Shane Mosley was more aggressive in his prime than that, and he went the distance with Floyd.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, but I think they strategically picked Floyd because they wanted to make it seem like that they were picking somebody who was known for aggression. Floyd is not really known for aggression. He's known for defense, letting you get tired, and then he picks his spots. He's not known for being a knockout artist. Now, if you really want to impress me, I would like to see Logan Paul fight somebody who's known for their knockout power. And if he's willing to move up in weight, maybe go to heavyweight, because those guys will knock your face off and then kick it out of the ring. So if you really want to impress me, I still wouldn't pay for it, because he's not a boxer. But at the same time, Deontay Wilder's out there. Do he want that smoke? Probably not. I don't think so. I don't think he wants any of that smoke. So if you want to impress me, fight somebody who's known for their knockout power.
Well, base salary, Mayweather nabbed $10 million and 50% of the pay-per-view shares. Logan, 250 base with 10% of the shares. A ballpark figure about 20 million up straight up. But that's including the pay-per-view. So, okay. Not the $250 million he would get if he fought Manny again, what I'm saying? But yeah, now it was entertaining. I wouldn't pay for it. I would just waited until someone else paid for it or Carlo paid for it. I don't know. I don't know.
No, hell no.
That's
You can
cold.
fight. All right, I'll bring the wings.
Yeah.
Stream that free from Reddit.
Yeah, from Reddit. I'll watch. I think it's out now. Yeah, it might be out now on social media where you can see most of the fight. But from some of the clips that I saw, I think I saw enough. Like whatever, dude. That's enough for me. But hey, someone is $1 million richer.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Anyways, so bottom line, guys, was it good for boxing? That's the bottom line. That's the question.
No, I don't think so. It feels makes boxing more of like an entertainment than a sport.
Yeah, the skill factor is gone, so it's all about shock factor now.
Yeah.
I think all of that started with Don King. Some of the stuff that he put together is about okay, so what big names I can put out there and put together, and then get paid off of it for doing nothing. You know, so for as far as boxing is concerned, I couldn't take this seriously at all.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah,
all right,
that was hot garbage.
Hot
garbage.
All right, my girl at my Lucky Karma. It's time for the crystal of the week.
Hey guys, it's me, Leslie, coming at you with your crystal of the week. This week's crystal is garnet. Garnet is associated with the sacral chakra. This chakra is located 2 inches below our belly button, and it is represented by the color orange. This chakra governs our emotions, creativity, sensitivity, sexuality, intimacy, emotional well-being, and if that's not enough, also self-expression. Garnet cleanses and energizes our chakras. It revitalizes, purifies, and balances energy with serenity and passion. Garnet can alleviate emotional disharmony and bring in more courage and hope. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at My Lucky Karma and swing by our shop on Etsy. Keep spreading your love and light. We'll see you.
All right, give it up for Leslie out there. And again, she has a new shop. She opened up a little bit bigger there next to Edward Air Force Base. Is that Lancaster? What's that base up there, Carlo?
What's going on?
Near Edwards Air Force Base? What's the name of that area there? Lancaster? Is that near LA?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anyways, she opened up a new shop.
Oh, she did. Nice.
Yeah, a bigger shop.
Second shop.
Yeah. Well, she was in a little yoga studio, I believe, and it was like really small. And now she has a bigger shop now. So,
wow,
congratulations!
Yeah, I thought garnet was like burgundy, the same colors that Florida State uses. But I didn't know too much about it.
Yeah. Are you a crystal guy? Do you believe in the power of sage? And
I believe in the power of sage, but don't laugh. I also used to believe in the power of fabuloso in your house too. Put that in a pan and boil that, and make your house smell better. So
really,
it's less toxic to use sage. That's what we use. We use sage to get spirits and everything like that out there because spirits are real. So we use sage and meditation and things like that. And my wife Carla, she's more into the crystals and things like that. So I learned a little bits and pieces from her about it. It's not something that I've delved into intensively.
Okay. Yeah, I really got into crystals because of me being an esthetician now. And then my teacher kind of reintroduced me into that. So, but in the Philippines and Guam and Hawaii, we believe in the certain rocks and stones and spirits and what do you call it? Those superstition stuff like that. So I do believe in that. We have laddie stones in Guam and also sort the ancient Chamorros. It's said in Guam the ancient Chamorros are like giants. Talking about 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet tall, and
that's everywhere if you think about it. But if you think at the same time, that's all over the world. But everybody who comes up with those, I guess, quote unquote superstitions, everybody can't be wrong if they're saying the exact same thing. So it had to be true.
Yeah,
it had to be true in different parts.
Do we have giants in the Philippines, Carlo?
Yeah.
Is there stories about giants? Not in like that what do you call it? Folklore, not folklore, but like the stories, but I mean like real like our ancient, not the Igorots or the
Oh,
Ita. No.
no, I think we've been short for a long time.
Now D3, did you know that Filipinos are native Filipinos are actually black?
Yeah, I
Dark.
did. My thing was the actual documentary that I saw, I want to say in 2014, Hidden Colors. And it talked about the different migrations of the different tribes that left from Africa. And they went, because the continents were a lot closer together than they are now. So the first samurais and some of the monks in Tibet and even in the Philippines were dark complected, and they actually showed pictures, live video of dark skinned Filipinos, and even Samoans and a lot of quote unquote Pacific Islanders. So I mean that instilled in me a sense of pride. Like, okay, so I come from that stock, so we're all connected one way or another, whether it's through 4 to 5 generations, 10, 15 generations, either way. I mean, to me, that documentary, and it was 3 different parts. It actually brought us all together. And it talked about how their facial features, their hair, some of the stuff that they do, it all corresponds with some of the stuff that we do today. And we were watching a documentary called High on the Hog, and it talked about how different things that our ancestors did actually influenced the United States. There's so much culture and just in spices and activities, and I mean just the way that we do things. I mean, whether you're from an island or not, I mean it actually influenced things over here, and it's really, really interesting.
Yeah. Well, but see, like in the Philippines, we still have them. We still have the Itas. Unfortunately, they're not as treated well, just like our Native Americans here. I wish that we had casinos for them, but we don't. But yeah, our native Filipinos are, I guess, closer to the like pygmies. They're of like the islands of around the Pacific. And the question, Carlo, and this is a big debate too, man. And I just thought about now. I consider myself a Pacific Islander. Now, the reason why we can be categorized as Asian is because we are part of the continent of Asia, right? But if you look at a typical, what I describe as an Asian would be like Chinese, Korean, Japanese, right? Taiwanese, right? They're more, but look at the Philippines. We're an island, just like Japan. We're an island, but of course we're mixed, right? We're Spanish, Malaysian, Indonesian, Chinese. But if you look at the language, our main language, we have so many dialects, it's very close to Samoa, Hawaii, Guam, a lot of the Polynesians, the Micronesians, the language, we have similar language. Obviously, there's only certain ways of coming to the Pacific, right? And the biggest island you would see before it becomes the Pacific is the Philippines. So you would think that maybe we are very connected, and we are connected. So I consider myself Pacific Islander. But I could also, I'm not going to be mad. Someone say, "Oh, I'm Asian." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think just throughout the years, the countries or the influences more towards the Philippines are, Japan, China, Malaysia. Pretty much people that have been flying in or investing or spending a lot of time there. I don't think there's a lot of influence from Guam or from Hawaii in the Philippines, except for, TV. Hey, what's up, Fenton?
Hey, all
What's
the wall
going
from
on?
Colorado, right? Are you still in Colorado?
Colorado Springs.
Yeah, Fenton. Hey, Fenton, this is D3. Do you
Hey, what's
remember?
happening?
Do you remember Carla?
Definitely no Carlito.
Carla.
You call me Carla again, Floyd? Jesus.
Oh, not Carlo. Carla. I said Carla.
Okay. I thought you called me Carla.
Yeah, this is the husband of Carla.
Gotcha.
She was in Yokota with us. She did a couple of Yokota Idol a couple times, and she was a singer. She was also a judge for me sometimes. Yeah. Anyways, Fenton is a good friend of mine. I knew him since he was in high school to a leader, one of the youngest graduates from University of Phoenix or Maryland.
Maryland, yep. You got it.
Maryland. And great golfer. Or so I say the best golfer. No, joking. But yeah, one of my good time friends from Dakota, also from Dakota.
Yeah.
To join us. But I interviewed Fenton couple months ago, actually, one of our earlier shows. So told him to come on, and I used Fenton also as a judge for some of our programs for the E Club and the Teen Center. So welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show. So I'm glad you're here. So we have one of my favorite segments here, and is our top 5 list. Hold on. All right, so we started this top 5 list. Everybody have their own top 5 list personally, and today's was picked by Erica. So our top 5 is your worst top 5 candies you've ever eaten.
Oh my gosh!
Top 5. Who wants to start? No,
I can start that.
Order. Yeah, no specific order. Okay, go ahead.
Good and plenties.
Good and plenties.
It's like Mike and Ike's, but it tastes like licorice.
Okay. Never had that. What else?
Huh. The spicy Mexican candies.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm not really
never
into that.
get that.
They're all over here in San Diego, obviously. It's all right. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of people enjoy them, but I'm like,
No.
Oh yeah, you guys were together at the University of Maryland. Carla.
Oh, that Carla. Yeah, I know Carla.
Yeah. What else? That's 2. Yeah, 3 more.
This might be offending a lot of people. I don't like pickled candies. Like people like the pickled mango stuff. Like not on my list.
Ooh. I actually like mangoes.
No.
All right, that's number 3. 2 more.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Twizzlers. I don't get why people like them.
What? I love Twizzlers. Now I can't take black Twizzlers, so that would be my number 1 list. The black,
black licorice is horrible.
Yeah, the black
That's
licorice.
horrible.
Yeah,
that's on my list.
I don't know.
I don't like Peeps either.
I was gonna say Peeps next too. That's funny.
Who likes Peeps? That's
Peeps are horrible.
Candy corn. Candy corn is gonna be the last one.
Yeah. I can deal with candy corn more than Peeps. But candy corn is just so sweet. You're like, nah, man.
Yeah.
I can feel
what about those Harry Potter?
Like, Birdie Box jelly beans.
Yeah. Tastes like vomit. Tastes like boogers.
What?
Oh,
nasty.
No.
I'll tell you this: the worst job in the world would be on the sample committee to make sure that the flavors of those beans taste like they're supposed to taste.
You mean like Jelly Belly?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know it tastes like booger though.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, who has that job? Like, all right, Bobby, let us know if this tastes. We made 6 different booger flavors. Let us know which one tastes the best.
We're gonna turn the AC up so your nose is real snotty, so you'll be the control.
Who's got that job, and how much do they get paid to do that?
No.
So yeah, I would agree with Peeps. Mine was black licorice. Milk Duds. Chocolate.
Yeah, I'd rather Whoppers instead of Milk Duds, because Milk Duds you got to chew them too long.
Yeah, it's too chewy.
Yeah. The Swedish fish.
Yeah, they're kind of Swedish fish are boring.
Jujubes, Swedish fish, all in the same category of the.
Carl and I,
pull people's teeth out.
Yeah.
We were talking about the flavor of was it Fruit Stripe? That gum. It lasts about 3 minutes, if that. It's real horrible. It had a fruit colored zebra or something on it, and the gum didn't last at all. It
lasts for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. It was nasty.
Well, Carl said the circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts.
That is pretty bad. Actually, that is pretty bad.
Yeah, they're really, really sweet too. That's pretty gross.
Yeah. What was the other one? Did you really like Jawbreaker? No, I like Jawbreakers.
Nope.
Oh, I now I know about Good and Plenty. Yes, I didn't know the name, but yeah, I know what Good and Plenty is.
Here's a little known fact. So apparently, with Good and Plenty, things that have to do with black licorice,
Yeah.
they help somehow as an aphrodisiac, and mostly for women. I heard.
I'll stick with
black
oysters.
licorice.
We'll stick with oysters. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, soup number 5 is good for ladies. For us, I guess. Yeah, bull ball soup.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
That's aphrodisiac. What else? Smarties. Do you actually like Smarties?
No.
I don't like Pez either.
No, you don't like Pez? No, I like Pez.
Don't like gobstoppers either. Nope.
Gobstoppers?
Nope.
Candy corn? Yeah.
Burnt peanuts? Nope.
Mm-hmm. Dots. Do you like dots?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I don't like any of those candies that make your teeth fall out. Like you chew it and it feels like it's just gonna pop off.
Right. So then you're chewing your teeth. No.
Now, do you actually like Tootsie Rolls?
The flavor.
Yeah. I would eat them.
The flavors? Yeah.
I love the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Oh yeah. How about those Pop Rocks? Remember the Pop Rocks?
Oh yeah,
those are fun.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I used to like those Werther's cream savers.
Oh yeah. The toffees.
Yeah.
What about those candy cigarettes?
They're fun.
Yeah. Because they're gum.
That's like, or the ones that you try to eat chalk.
Yeah.
And they had a nerve to have a little red spot on the end of it to make it look like it's lit. Like, no, bro.
Yeah. Okay, I know one of the worst candies you could ever eat. Bite O' Honey. Did you ever have those Bite O' Honeys?
Bitter honey? Man, you mean bitter honey. Oh my god.
Bitter honey, yeah. Bitter honey, Bite honey. You don't like those?
They're okay. Bit of honey. Yeah.
And
like
the
Charleston shoes though. Yeah.
And Carl said it. Yeah, I remember those on Necco wafers.
Oh, those are horrible. Oh, ugh.
Yeah, those are horrible.
That was chalk too.
Yeah.
I tell you this. So what are the candies that people have left over in their Halloween bags?
Those are leftover candies. Oh man, yeah, I remember Good and Plenty's. Who actually like those? But I would say the number one for me would be the candy corn.
Number one,
I like
Kate.
it. Yeah, I mean,
see, for me, it's a toss up between candy corn and Peeps. Those little chiclets. No, man.
Then again, those peanuts, those circus peanuts, can take the cake too. So.
Do you guys remember Pixie Sticks?
Yeah, those are good.
Oh yeah, Pixie Sticks. Oh yeah,
a packet of sugar.
You can sniff them or you can eat them.
Booger sugar.
That's funny. All right. So around the room, we named a lot of candies. So number one on your list, what would you not eat?
Black licorice.
Yeah, black licorice tastes like medicine.
It is
Nobody wants
medicine.
that.
It used to be medicine, I think.
Yeah. Carlo?
Yeah, I would go with licorice. Not a big fan.
The black licorice. All licorice, you said?
Black. Yeah, I don't know. Just all of them. Just not a big fan of it. Yeah, Twizzlers. Just so weird to me.
D3, what will you not eat at all?
I can't do the black licorice. I can't do the Peeps. Neither one of them.
So black licorice Peeps for D3.
No, I can't touch them.
Yeah. All right. So that's our top 5 worst candies of all. I'm sure there's a long list, but I think those are the main top 10 at least of candies. Those candies, like you said, left over from Halloween last year.
It's like Three Musketeers, always left over.
Everybody's gonna pass it around. All right, guys. Since I got Fenton and Carlo here, and I'm not sure about D3 if you guys are into investing. So, man, the hottest stock right now, and we kind of predicted that because, of course, pandemic is lining up and everybody's going back to the movie theaters. So, Fenton, Carlo, what the fuck is going on with AMC stocks? Buy or sell?
All right, so I'll tell you this. First off, the stock has nothing to do with the movie theater. That's for one.
Okay.
So has nothing to do with people going back. They could shutter the doors to AMC, and the stock will still be probably trading over $50.
So that's no. Me and Carlo went back and forth, and why? You know, the Wall Street guys or the Reddit guys?
Wall Street bets, yeah.
Wall Street bets, yeah.
Are they manipulating? Which I know these guys are not the only ones who are doing that. Of course, the one percenters have been doing that for a long ass time. So, what's going on? What's going on? What's making this AMC stock hot?
I guess.
This is what's. Go ahead, Carly.
No, first of all, this is not financial or investment advice.
No, it's not.
This is perfect for Carl. Trust me, Carl knows about this stuff.
But go ahead, Fenton.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there you go, $8 a share. Sold for. I did the same thing, man. Carl, I bought AMC first for $4.52, like 600 shares. Sold it the very next day for $25 pre-market. Damn. So yeah, it's a real thing. But the thing with AMC is there's these people on the backbone of these Reddit channels called the apes. And the apes are the ones that have figured out a way to identify overly shorted stocks. And the thing is, like, you can only short 100% of the stocks, right? So if there's only 5 million shares in circulation, you can't short more than 5 million. But apparently with a handful of stocks, they are shorting way more than that. They're shorting 150%. So if there's only 5 million shares, they're shorting 7 million shares. They're shorting 10 million shares. And this synthetic sharing is what's causing a potential squeeze. And the squeeze is when the price goes up right after all of these hedge funders think it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Then they have to cover their shorts. Okay. So naked shorts is when you borrow money and then you say that the stock is going to go down. And then when it does, if it does go down, you're cool. You just get the credit on the difference between what it was and what it went to, and then you're game free. You're cool. It's like you buy a pair of Nikes for $100. They're worth $100. You're like, all right, I'm gonna pay you $50. Like, what? So then you pay them $50. You get the Nikes. They go down to $50. Cool. You got the discount. So it's a good deal generally because they've been making money off of the collective us for
a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So now the apes have figured out a way like, hey, this is wrong. We can figure out a way to flip this on their head. So what they're doing is telling all the retail investors, which is me, you, Carl, you know, they're telling us to buy and hold. And if we buy and hold, that means that the abundance of shares is greatly diminished. So then when the shorts, when the price doesn't go down and it keeps going up, then the hedge funders need to pay this money back. And if there's only 100 available shares and they owe for a potential 5 million shares, you know, they're going to have to pay the premium on these 100 shares. So maybe AMC stock is only worth $50 tomorrow. If there's only 100 available shares that they can actually buy to cover their shorts, then they're going to have to pay upwards of $1,000 per share, $2,000 per share, $10,000 per share. And that is called the mother of all short squeezes. It's called the MOASS, MOASS, mother of all short squeezes. And that's the whole point of AMC, and that's the whole point of GME. So you've heard the rundown of the basic summary of all this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still a buy for me currently.
So you're saying you would buy right now?
I still am holding a lot right now.
You're holding a lot. Oh, yeah. Here's Carl chiming in right now. I got shares.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk stock tips right now.
Yeah.
Good thing about Sundial, if you're holding 500 shares, then it's currently worth $582 probably.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I just keep buying dips on AMC, and then I buy and hold and see what happens. There's a lot going on. I think the next couple of weeks, so we'll see. I'm hoping we're just basically looking at it as another GameStop, but better.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm holding on to some shares of Urban One because they're trying to put a casino and everything like that out there in Richmond, and we passed up Richmond, and we saw how they're trying to pass another law to go ahead and break ground and do what they need to do. So casinos constantly make money. So like, I might as well jump in on this while it was $1 per share, and then it jumped up to about 18.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hang on to that. I'm gonna ride that one till the wheels fall off. So,
There you go.
ride that one.
All right. So yeah, with AMC stocks, I mean, I love movies. So they basically what we're getting from Fenton and Carlo, it's not about the theaters. It's a group of
movement.
people.
It's the movement, exactly.
To manipulate the stocks. It's not illegal, but it's the 1%er has been doing it for years.
Yes.
So they're shaking in their boots right now and really hating on these us guys.
They lost billions.
Yeah,
Billions of dollars lost already.
Yeah.
But technically, they can't really do anything unless they change the rules or laws.
No, they're doing a lot of crazy stuff. So for our group, they've been infiltrated with a lot of fake accounts. Basically, they're dumping a lot of fake news, trying to scare people, just selling out. And when I look at it, I'm like, wait, this guy's account is just 2 days old, or he just joined like a day, and then what the fuck is he posting?
Yeah.
And you go into the media kind of shifted a little bit now. But I think they were kind of dumping a lot of bad press to kind of let people sell out.
Yeah.
I think the other stuff that they're doing, they're putting we call it FUD. Basically, they're saying that now the SEC they're dumping news that's saying that the SEC is looking at these meme stocks. So people are like, well, I don't know if I want to keep holding or should I sell Monday? And we're like, nah, don't worry, because a lot of these things are kind of like you look at the timing of it. It feels like they're running out of attacks basically on the stock. And you know, for me, when I see a good dip, I'll buy in 50, 100 shares and see where it goes. But no, it's crazy. You look at what's going on. It's just there's a lot of not the price manipulation, but there's a lot of media manipulation that these guys are doing.
Yes. Specifically CNBC. If you're paying attention to CNBC, they will post random articles that say, "Oh, maybe only hold AMC for 2 more weeks because it's gonna be
crash.
Everyone shifting all their money into other meme stocks." This is not true.
You notice what was it? BlackBerry and Clove jumped up for like 2 days.
Yeah, they tried to distract. Citadel actually bought and pumped up Clove.
Yeah, which I made money on.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Just the timing.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Not amazing, but it's crazy that this past year has made a lot of people money, and on the flip side of people losing jobs and now trying to gain their money. But the stock manipulation, social media and Reddit and all these medias, they're sticking it to the man, and everybody up there losing not just millions but billions of dollars because it's payback. It's payback for them just taking our money all the time and manipulating the world. Stuff happens. So do you think in your opinion that stocks is gambling?
Yes, 100% gambling. But
day trading for sure.
It's not specifically gambling, because gambling to me is a fair game. And it sounds funny to say that, but gambling is a fair game because most things that you gamble in, the rules are pretty consistent. The rules are set. You know what you're getting into before you play. The stock market is not a fair game. The rules continually change. The hedge funders will halt the trades, or the brokers will halt trading on certain stocks when they're running up. They will block you from, the brokerages will block you from being able to sell your option calls when at their highest value. All these things are brand new rules that they have just enacted randomly. So when the rich people get rich, or when the rich people get upset, they play really dirty.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm in Robinhood. I'm not really deep into it. But I remember a couple months ago, Carlos, hey, buy Kodak. Oh, yeah, I should buy Kodak. And I did. I made a couple of dollars. Like, okay. But I just can't get into it, man. So
I think it's just the trading. If you're doing day trading or swing or whatever, but if you're investing on a company because you believe in it, then it's not. Then you look at the fundamentals and see. And if you do find value at the company and you see it's going to grow your money, right?
Yeah.
But don't, instead of putting your life savings in there, you put money there that you see it's a good for investment. Then that to me is not partially gambling, but it's more of like a long term. It's more of an investment.
Yeah.
But don't put your money where you don't believe in a company. If you just heard about a company and somebody just comes up to, hey, I think if you should put money on this, you're gonna go into. If you don't do the due diligence and do the research, and you lose your money, then that's your fault.
Correct.
Yeah. Buy $1,000 worth of tops and ships. The fuck last year. So was telling me buy tops. The fuck is tops, man? Shit.
Yeah.
Hold out for $1,000. $1,000 on tops. It was like what 1 penny, 2 penny. Anyways,
yeah,
it's a little joke from last year. All right, guys. Well, that's stock. That's pretty good, man. We should have updated stock tips every week with Fenton and Carlo. What's going on and what's the updates, man? But
I do have a closing on the AMC with. Okay. If that mother of all short squeezes does happen, it's going to cause a lot of the other stocks in these funds that the hedgies are holding to drop tremendously, because if they have to pay off their shorts, then they're going to have to sell a bunch of Tesla, they're going to have to sell a bunch of Facebook and sell a bunch of Microsoft and all these other stocks in order to cover these shorts, and apparently Tesla is one of the most longly held long-term stocks in a lot of these portfolios. So that's like a future bet, and that's one of the first ones that they're going to drop when they have to start covering these shorts and paying back if AMCs start to spike. So, just kind of keep an eye, and if you see things happening, don't freak out, because it'll come back eventually. But you are going to see the rest of the market plummet if you see these meme stocks start to rise.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Keep an eye on your portfolio, all that growth stocks that you've been buying.
Yes.
Left and right, it's probably going to take a hit. Temporary, I don't know if it's temporary, but we shall see.
Yeah.
Could be discount buying opportunities too.
There you go.
The market's going to crash. So you think the market's going to crash again this year? Always.
I don't know about crash. It's going to be a redistribution of wealth.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it from last year, there's a lot of companies that just went overboard, like 200, 300% when they were like annually just going up 15, 20.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy numbers, man. Wow. Well, there's some rich motherfuckers out there and some poor motherfuckers out there. So. It's probably we see a lot of homeless people here in San Diego. They got bought out. All right, guys. So Father's Day is just around the corner, and so the controversy is right now. Why do we still celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day? Of course, because, well, the concern is that some people have single moms and some people have single dads, right? We don't make one holiday. Their question is, why don't we make one holiday, Parents' Day? You get rid of a lot of the assumptions that are harming our society. What do you guys think?
No, keep it separate.
Think about it. I think about it like this. What other job is out there that you don't have a STIG, or you don't have a owner's manual, or you don't have any procedures to help you do your job? All other jobs have that. Parents don't. So you just got to make do with what you got. I mean, that needs to be celebrated. Now think about it. There's a lot of single women out there. So you can't sit there and say that they can celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. No, you're a mother. You can't teach a man how to be a man. So you need to be celebrated for Mother's Day. There's a lot of single fathers out there. Some of my inner circle are single fathers, and they need to be celebrated as well, because there's a lot of deadbeat dads out there, but there's also a lot of men out there that are doing what they're supposed to do and sacrificing the same way that those single mothers are. So they need to be celebrated separately. It can't be together, because they have a different set of skills.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for both. Can we have a Parents' Day? I mean, you could have a Parents' Day if you want to celebrate both, but I still believe in, like I said, having a Mother's Day and a Father's Day. It's just very traditional. There's a lot of, I'm very traditional as a sense, and I think that trying to get rid of something just because a small portion of the world are offended because I don't have a mother or don't have a father, but you have a grandmother, you have a grandfather, or you have a father figure, right? Or a mother figure that helped you. It could be a mentor. It doesn't have to be blood.
Even though they're not here, that actually shifts to someone else.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I can see the reason why people would feel bad about it, but not to the point of getting rid of, right, Mother's Day and Father's Day,
I
right?
was to the point of getting rid of it.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear you, Fenton.
I said we canceled enough this year, so I don't think we need to be canceling
Exactly.
things that are so traditional.
Yeah.
You need to celebrate. We need to have a whole bunch of little small victories. Any chance you get to celebrate. Hey, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not Mexican or Latino or anything like that, but I still celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Why? Because it's a way for me to show appreciation for somebody else that has nothing physically to do with me. That's fine. I mean, so you can't celebrate somebody else's culture or something like that. Yeah, you can. You can do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not always about us all the time. So if other people are having achievements, hey man, be happy for somebody else. That's fine.
That's true.
Do it. Why not? It's not about us all the time.
I think people who are into this this notion that it's all or nothing is no, man. Like, we all pretty much grew up. When we played sports, we lost. There are days that we lost, that we're not going to get the medal, we're not going to get a trophy. When I do get the trophy or the medal, I earned it. Like, I'm in first place, I'm in second place, and I'm in third place. We're into society, and it's actually our fault, our generation, thinking like we knew better than our parents or our generation before us, right? We want to include everybody. No, man. Everybody has to learn how to lose. Everybody has to learn how to be defeated. That is a part of life. Why? Because not everybody has the big house. Not everybody can have McDonald's and a shake. That's just the way the world is. So happy Mother's Day and happy Father's Day. And if you want to call it something else for your specific family or structure, you can call it whatever you want, right? And make your own holiday. But don't try to exclude people just because you feel bad that I don't have a father or have a mother. I mean, I give it up to the single mothers and single fathers, but this is the way it is, man. I don't think we're trying to be too PC, try to include everybody, right? Like you said, I'm not black, and you're not Filipino, so you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna celebrate stuff that you're not gonna celebrate, and you're gonna celebrate stuff that I can't celebrate. So, but I do believe we should have a Lumpia Day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That should be passed into law right now, at least in California.
Sign me up. We got a petition for that. Sign me up. Oh, let's get it.
One Lumpia festival.
You can't put that in with just this is an egg roll. No. Separate category.
Well, we can't do Lumpia Wednesdays against Taco Tuesdays.
Oh yeah,
I'm down.
Lumpia. So, yeah, guys. So that's kind of the bottom line for us. I think we all kind of agree. Keep Mother's Days and Father's Day separate. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and of course, advanced Father's Day. So because next Sunday we're not going to be showing because it's Father's Day, and I'm sure everybody's going to be doing their thing and everything. So one thing, guys, ladies, daughters, and sons, just because it's Father's Day doesn't mean we got to cook. Then again, let me take that back. In Guam, in Philippines, we like to cook. So I'm just saying, we don't always have to barbecue. You can take us out to, to Denny's. I don't know where to take us out to. Right. All right, guys. How many of you guys belong to a big family?
Not me.
My parents' family, but with us is, I mean, I have 3 sisters and a brother. Well, I have a sister, 3 sisters and 2 brothers. So if you mean big family, I know on my mom's side, I mean, one generation up, she had 6 sisters and 3 brothers.
Wow.
So it's a lot of clothes sharing. They got to share clothes, so it is what it is. So,
my mom's
side,
really
do it too much.
Yeah, my mom's side has 11. My dad has 9, I believe. My immediate family have 5, but then we have, if you count all the kids and the adults, we're almost 30
Wow.
in our immediate family only. I think I've got like 17 nieces and nephews. Talk about the
Thanksgiving is something else. Woo.
Oh yes, and Christmas is, oh god, holy moly. A family of 9 claps back at a notion that they have too many kids in a viral video. Mind your damn business. Aaron and
I support that wholeheartedly. Yep.
Latovia Cheatman of Phoenix, Arizona are proud parents of 7, whose ages ranges from 8 years old to 11 months. Recently, the family went viral after Aaron shared a short video on their Instagram using the song "Whole Lot of Choppas" by Sad Baby, whoever that is. Is also popular on TikTok. In the video, the parents dance into a room with 2 triple stacked bunk beds, and then each of them, their elder 6 children, suddenly appear in the beds while Lativia held their youngest. Y'all have too many kids, people said. Us, we love and take care of all of them. They wrote the business. So I guess people are trolling this family, saying they have too many kids. How many kids is too many kids?
No such thing.
Yeah, as long as they can support them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your business. Yeah, I mean, who the hell am I to tell you what to do in your house? How does that work?
As long as they can feed them.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, you put yourself on social media, so that backlash is going to be there with people throwing their opinions out. They see you putting your opinion out, so their opinion is going to come out too. So you can't be mad at people who don't agree with the same mentality that you have. That's your fault for putting it out there. But at the same time, you can't tell somebody when to stop procreating. It doesn't work like that. It don't work like that.
Yeah. So here's a family here.
Yeah. I can imagine what that grocery bill is. Woo.
Oh yes.
God almighty.
I mean, you can't just go to Denny's. You know, when these kids get older, they're like teenagers, and they got big appetites. But yeah, how much is that bill at Denny's, man?
But then sometimes it was some meme that I saw that had a guy. You know, people put their family members on the back of a little sticker on the back of their van.
Yeah. And
one guy had something similar to that, and then somebody wrote on there, "Get off of her." So get off of top, stop being on top of her. So it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
But that's their business.
Yeah, I always think that, oh man, we have too much of a big family. I'm going broke on Christmas time. We got birthdays every month. Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, when I'm looking all at my kids here and the family, like, you know, my dad is super happy. Like, he got a lot of love, you know, like grandma, grandpa, no, you know, and as they get older, you know, their cousins growing up together. You know, we don't typically invite other people. Of course, the past year we haven't, but we simply don't invite other families because we make our own party. You know, if you see our birthdays and parties and it's all our kids. So I think if I could afford it, you know, I don't have kids of my own. I'm still planning on having one with Rose. I'll be in September. Yeah, I would have kids, as much kids as I want. If I was like Jeff Bezos, I'll have a couple kids every continent.
Bruh, keep shooting. Keep shooting. Empty the clip. Just keep shooting.
God, just give me one. That's all I need is one. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Keep shooting, man. No matter what. When you say one, hey, like, you know what? Hey, they say that supposedly pregnant women are very attractive. So I mean, I'm just saying, bro, be careful.
Is that an aphrodisiac? Yeah. You hear that, Rose? Anyways, get ready for the boom. All right, guys. So
keep shooting.
Yeah, right. All right, man. So Jada Pinkett, have you guys seen the show?
I don't particularly watch it, but they get enough buzz the way people are talking about it. I mean,
you know, Jada Pinkett Smith screams her vagina on Facebook Watch. With her social media platform talk show, Jada Pinkett Smith has become an open book, as we all know. The past couple of years, what happened with Will and some guy named August. Candid discussions about infidelity, feuds, and family traumas, but she has outdone herself with her latest episode. In true form, pushing the envelope and proving nothing is off limits, the actress and producer streamed her vajayjay on the most recent episode of the Daytime Emmy Award nominated Red Table Talk series. She says, "We are going to stream our vaginas. Yes, we're going to stream our vajayjays on camera," Pickett Smith wholeheartedly announced to the top of the Facebook Watch broadcast, alongside with her daughter Willow and her mother Adrian Banfield Norris. It's called "The Girls Trip Star declared her mission to change the narrative around vagina and women have to take it back." So they said in Africa? In Africa, when they have their period, it's culturally appropriate for them to do a cleansing. So they bought these kits. They bought these kits from some company, has mixed herbal sachets of hot water, and they're streaming. And they have a streaming seat where they sit with a little gown over and they clean their vaginas. Now, I'm not going to show the stream, but this is what they look like right now. How much is too much of information?
Man, don't get me started on this. I'm very opinionated. I'm just gonna put it out there. To me, certain things belong to you. If you're a celebrity, there's the first thing that you lose is privacy. So there's certain things that belong to you. Like certain things with me and my wife, we don't put on social media. That's between us. Yeah. And it's nobody else's business. We don't need your approval. We don't need your opinion. We don't need any of that because we decided to do that because we grown as hell. So to put something out there because you're trying to bring awareness to it, I guess that's fine. But to put it out there just because you can is stupid. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem that I have with social media. People are putting stuff out there. Think about it. Last month, Tyrese is putting a video out there of him shaving his girlfriend's vajayjay. Why? Yeah. Why? What's the point of that? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's personal. Between you and your mate or you and your body, it's personal. And then you're going to catch an attitude and have your ass on your shoulders when somebody says something about it. It doesn't work that way. You can't have both worlds. Somebody steaming themselves and bringing awareness to it is fine, but you doing it on camera, that's too much. It don't take all of that. And it's 3 generations that's doing that.
Yep.
The 3 generations. What is that instilling?
I believe in open book. If you're a celebrity, things like that. But sometimes, like I agree with D3, is like some things are private, especially that
with your private parts. Yes.
You can talk about it and shit like that, but to actually show it, no, man, that's mine. If I'm Will Smith, that's mine. That's me and your gynecologist. Like only we see that stuff.
So is she gonna be showing her colonic next?
Oh shit!
Come on, man, stop.
So. Yeah, and we're a big proponent of like social media, but yeah, like you said, what's too much? What's sacred? There's a part of history where even showing your wrists and your ankles was a sexual thing. Now we can see everything online internet. Not to name any websites because I never been to those websites, but so now do you think that we have problems in the bedroom?
Not really, because people are doing stuff outside of the bedroom. So I mean, there's people just happy to get outside. Next thing you know, that freakiness urge kicks in, and they doing whatever. They're doing whatever outside of the bedroom. People buying extra ceiling fan braces and stuff like that. So you never know, man. I mean, but again, it's your private parts are for private. That's the point.
Yeah.
Private is an adjective. It describes that noun, your private part. So it needs to be in private. It is what it is.
Yeah.
On a basic level, that's private.
Shock value, the likes, the recognition, the views. You see the Instagram, the TikTok, Carlo and Fenton, and it's like, are you popular? Do you have 6 million people because you're showing your ass all the time and your boobs, or do you have any substance to your character, your celebrity, whatever? And of course, I hate to mention these folks here, but the Kardashians are prime examples of what. Why are they famous? Why are they famous again?
Yeah.
Are they giving stock tips in the bikini? I don't understand. Like, what are they doing? Are they buying? Yeah,
they're working off of. It's based on lust. That's what it is. It's based on lust. Lust with no substance. It is what it is.
So Fenton, Carlo, I know you guys are not married yet. I'm gonna say that. But would you be interested? Would you feel safe in a relationship with someone who is Instagram or TikTok famous for showing the body?
No.
Not to say you wouldn't date them, but would you feel comfortable? That's how they make their money, Or let's take it even further. There's My Only Fan. They have a My Only Fan site.
If I'm not their only fan, then it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, you need to be the only fan for real. But at the same time, that's still not posted. That's you being only fan, no cameras, no nothing, in a room. that's you. That's nobody's business.
Elaborados con la misma calidad desde 1944.
Oops, sorry.
They're watching their Floyd. That's
advertisement.
Yeah, right. Yeah, advertisement. But yeah, I think we're going too far with really showing the skin. Now, I'm not hating on some of these guys or girls who do their My Only Fan thing. I mean, they make their money. I mean, some of them are really instant. What do you call that? Mukbang? What do you call that, Carlo? Mukbang, whatever. Or people watch people eat.
How you spell that?
MUKBHANG.
Okay.
I have not totally a friend, but that's all she does, man. She be eating crabs and steaks, and she got people from like Africa and Europe and Asia watching her. They're like, she got like 100, 150 viewing strong, and she streams like 3 or 4 times a day. She's just eating.
Oh, that was it ASMR?
Yeah.
It started. He probably didn't start it, but some kid in Korea, remember? Like some 15, 14-year-old was just like eating food in front of people, and he was like making $1 million a month. $1 million a month for eating. So do you know why? Do you know why people are like?
I'm not understanding why people. That's just me. I'm basic. I'm like so I'm like, okay, so you're listening to somebody eat. Okay,
they can't.
What do you get out of it?
They're on a diet.
Okay, but everybody's on a diet because the key word is diet. That means what you eat, no matter what. So I'm not understanding.
Some people psychologists, I forgot the term, but they just find comfort with the sound and the crunch, or the sound of food being eaten, or watching somebody eat.
But isn't that the same as if you're on a diet and you hear somebody else eating? Isn't that basically allowing them to be an enabler to you?
No, it's not. It's not usually people on a diet. It's just random people just finding comfort on whatever they watch. It's like, there's some ASMRs there, some lady just waving a feather on a microphone, or just breathing on a microphone, and some people find comfort in that. I don't know. It's weird, but some people have certain things.
Yeah.
Like I sleep with. I I usually have the sound of the ocean or waterfall before I go to bed.
To me, that's different than just watching.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like smacking. I don't like that. If I hear somebody smacking, it's a problem.
You hear that,
I was
Carlos?
raised
Like
that way.
Japanese noodle slurpers.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
If somebody did the last their soda with a straw and they slurp, no, get another one.
But that's the thing. There's an audience for it. They found a niche where they make money out of it. So
I'm just wired different.
Yeah, D3. It's unusual, but I can see. I mean, I'm looking at my friend's stream, and people talking to her. There's no like. I'm sorry. He's my friend. There's no like big talent to that. You just
Well, here's the thing. It's like what some people like enjoy watching people play video games. It's not for everybody, but there's an audience for it, right? There's people that watch people play video games with their boobs almost hanging out, and again, there's a viewer for it, but some people might find it weird.
Yeah, and they tip, and they
tip, they subscribe, and
buy their shirts.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. There's always an audience for if you go to the really dark stuff, there's guys watching feet on the internet.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how pretty she's not pretty or he's not handsome, but they just watch feet for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like watching someone.
I don't have a problem with them. I personally don't like feet myself, but I mean, if that's somebody else's thing, I mean, who am I to judge him? I got issues too, but
my favorite one is this guy that sleeps. All he does is sleep, and then people can just press something on the internet, and that would just either wake him up or just bother him.
I tell you what, guys, this is what we do, man. Okay, let's go make a studio in a kitchen. All right, we're in a house, and we do a live video feed of us cleaning the dishes, vacuuming the living room. We get an audience of like ladies out there like, oh my god, Fenton, you wash those dishes really good. Shirtless, we're topless. We're doing dishes, doing the laundry, folding. No, we can't do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's somebody there doing the dishes on the internet.
Yeah, you might as well just do a video calendar.
Maybe like a stream of people cleaning their guns,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, clean their guns. Hey. But yeah, hey, Jada Pickett. We're off topic, but yeah, dude. Do you? Who do we to judge what they want to share on their? She's getting paid, so it is what it is.
I just don't understand. I mean, I'll try not to understand. I just memorize. It's like, okay, that's you. And
yeah. Cash Me Outside girl. I heard she's a rapper too. You guys heard her?
She need to be focused on her damn studies. The girl barely out of high school. She need to stop. Hurry up and stop. That's what you need to do. Hurry up and stop.
Right.
God. She makes more than all of us.
Exactly.
Sure
stop making irrelevant people famous. Come on, man. She's irrelevant. Stop.
All right, guys. All right, fun fact. If you grunt while you poo, you're doing it wrong.
Makes sense. You need to be hydrated. You don't have to grunt.
Study in Denmark says that if people who make noises or grunt while they poo is doing it wrong. Basically, it's all about pressure, and that pressure decreases when you let out air and noises out of your mouth. Therefore, the release of forced sounds should be the opposite effect. Who's grunters here? Let's be honest. No one grunts?
I guess if you've been holding it through traffic for like the past 2 hours.
Yeah, you ain't got to grunt. Then you're like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Get out of my way, Stanley.
You don't have to grunt. You can slide on out.
Get the hell out of my way, Stanley.
You'll be making all kinds of sounds.
You know you're speaking? Yes, I know I was speaking.
Okay, hey. I told this story. True story. I'm telling you right now. This is a true story about going to the bathroom. Okay. I'm playing poker all night. And we're drinking. yes, I wasn't supposed to be driving, and it was Yokota. I was on base, and I had to. I drank coffee right before I left. Right, so I'm coming from the east side to the main side, and holy shit, I literally had to take a shit. So I needed the nearest bathroom. I'm talking about it's like midnight probably. So I went to the shop at the main side to go to the bathroom. And for whatever reason, random, sorry, Carl, it was closed, man. For whatever reason, it was closed. I thought it was 24 hours. I literally had to take a shit, but I was also drunk, right? So I had to leave. So I only live only a few minutes away from the gate. So I had to leave. I'm going down the main side to the terminal gate. I did a rolling stop. Fucking airman pulled me over. Like, holy fuck. I'm drunk as fuck. So I had gum. Luckily, I had gum. I just fucking scarfed like 4 or 5 pieces. And the airman pulled me over and rolled down the window and he goes, "Sir, do you know you did a rolling stop?" He goes, "Yes, I did. Dude, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to take a shit right now. I'm going to take a shit right now if you don't let me go." Oh, yeah? All right, sir. Be on your way. I fucking left. Dude. True story. I got away from the ticket because I told him I got to take a shit. I was fucked up.
You're probably sweating bullets then.
I was sweating bullets because had to take a shit and I was drunk. Yeah. It was literally.
I'm laughing so hard because I had a situation like that when I was. Yeah, literally. I was stationed at March before it became a reserve base, and we had a situation where we came back from the metro in Riverside, California, and I had already got stopped by the cop leaving out of there, and I told them that he had me do the alphabet and everything like that too, and I was already drunk. Don't ask me why I was drinking Mad Dog, but yeah, but I was already drunk, and he asked me why I couldn't finish the alphabet after the letter R. And I told him I just got my GED the day before, and he believed it. So I'm trying to race home. I get to the main gate. I gotta go. My stomach gets to boiling and bubbling, and I get to the main gate. And the dude, on base is what? Right when you pass the main gate, it's 5 miles an hour, and then it goes to 15, and then it stops. Yeah. I'm trying to get to our brand new dorms that we had. Stomach's bubbling. I'm catching the ruckus. I'm tight pinching and everything like that. I got a 5-speed, so I'm tight pinching and trying to press a clutch at the same time, so I don't mess up my seat. It's horrible. So I finally get there and I'm running, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe they're doing 100% ID check, and it was bad. I finally made it, but at the same time, be like, dude, it could have been a whole lot worse. I mean, if I did get pulled over, it could have been really, really bad. And I just had to throw those clothes away.
Oh my god!
It is what it is.
Was it like a turtle head? Yeah,
turtle head poking out your shorts. Yeah, it would have been bad. It would have been bad.
Well, that airman was cool to me, but I really had to take a shit, and I got away from a ticket. So
yeah,
I've been ruining my whole career right there.
You got lucky.
Your article and everything.
Yeah, it was, man. Shit. All right, guys. Last topic here. One of our sponsors is poddex.com. Check it out.
This episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out Poddex. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to poddex.com and type in coupon code. What's the code? Yes, that's the code. Check out poddex.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
All right, poddex.com. Today's category is The Future Freaks Me Out. All right, all I got to do, I'm going to ask you some questions so you guys kind of respond. All right. What blogs and vlogs, will that be around in the next 5 years? Blogs and vlogs.
Will they be around?
Yeah. I haven't seen a blog in a while. I don't read blogs. Vlogs, maybe. I mean, vlogs are just like a podcast, right? I don't know. Or like you went to
It
go
just
eat.
changed form because Twitter is a blog, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. But not like a
We're
full
always gonna
on.
have all this stuff.
They all moved to Yelp. All the food bloggers moved to Yelp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more of a vlog, and of course, TikTok. Yeah, TikTok's like a vlog also. You got like
Yeah,
30,
TikTok's like a blog.
30 seconds to put out your message out there, and that's a video vlog. That's a vlog.
Snapchat stories, your story on your Instagram, on your Facebook. That's all vlogs.
Yeah. And this is a vlog, pretty much. It's a long 2-hour vlog, but same thing. All right. What popular product will become pocket size in the next 20 years from now? Ooh. I know all of us are techies, so.
House keys.
House keys are pocket size.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to think like more of like a swipe, just a swipe, like a card thing. Pocket size.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking PlayStation might make that move. You know how hard it was and the demand it was for, or it still is for PlayStation 5. I think they're gonna do another mobile
PSP?
Possibly. They might revamp it just to come back and corner the market so you can be on their network and their platform 24/7.
Yeah.
But I thought they're already doing like the remote play for the PS5. You can really just play it from your tablet or your phone.
Oh, okay. So it's not a separate device. You just link it to your phone.
It's remote play. Yep.
Yeah.
Not the most convenient, but I think they've introduced it since PS4, and it's a lot better with PS5. But
yeah,
I kind of see it where you can just bring a PlayStation controller and play it on your iPad.
Wow.
And it's connected to your PlayStation. Yeah.
Wow.
Now
you on PlayStation 3, so
yeah. Remember, like the phones first came out, and they're like fucking bricks like this big, and then they got smaller, and then they got bigger. Now they're on their your wrist as far as phone. I think it'll go smaller but still bigger. Does it make sense? As far as phone,
Thinner.
So like you can like how like in thinner, and how like it's virtual, like kind of virtual screen. That may happen. So
yeah,
like,
you mean like the screen projects up, or something like
yeah.
that, like they're starting to do it as far as people's cars and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Projects onto the windshield like the speedometer and everything.
Yeah. So phones could probably be like that way now,
Yeah.
where it's virtual, like it'll pop like a virtual screen up, where you just press like that.
Like Minority Report.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pocket
Have
size.
you seen The Expanse on Amazon?
Oh, not yet. Is that good?
It's pretty good. The Expanse is about, if we were able to travel around our galaxy, and all of the world is run by the UN because we're just a collective people now, because we can travel through the rest of the galaxy easily. So
yeah.
But anyway, they have a type of phone. Like their phone is basically like clear. It's just like a clear little phone. Looks like a piece of plexiglass. But then the phone is cool because if you play a video, then like the screen projects out, like just like a little hologram screen that pops up. And then also if you want to like share the content with somebody else, you can like put your phone on the table, and then like it'll make a huge screen. Then everybody in the room could look at what's being presented on your phone, like in a conference setting. So
the Avengers did that.
I think
Tony
that stuff
Stark did that.
Yeah, that stuff's coming out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see that. I totally can see that.
Great show though. If you guys get a chance to watch it, like it's a very real take on if we had the technology to travel through our galaxy.
Oh.
And
what's the name of it again?
What life would look like.
Expanse.
The Expanse.
Yeah, so you know what?
Amazon
that actually could run into like you can bring your own TV anywhere in the world.
Yes.
And in with that technology
Yes.
where the TV, that little electronic will put up a big screen, and that's your TV, like
Yeah.
that, your local station, whatever, Netflix and all that. So you don't need a TV. You bring your own TV in your pocket.
Correct.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question here. Will people start getting microchipped 20 years from now? We already are.
Yeah. Already. Yeah.
Where's your phone? Might as well be microchip. It says exactly where you're at.
It is.
Think about in China, they're already tracking folks as far as social media and them whether they have the ability to pay their bills and stuff like that too, and they're putting it on blast.
Oh,
everybody else is seeing. There's a lot of stuff you can't do.
Yeah, like a score system, right?
It's there
for everything.
Yeah, it's a social credit score. It's scary.
Yeah, I fucking laugh. People are like, "Oh, the vaccine got microchip. They don't need that. They're already doing it."
Cell phone towers is there. The tracking services on your phone, they're already there.
They know exactly how long you were at Starbucks, exactly how much you paid at Starbucks. When did you go to Old Navy? They know exactly all that.
Yeah, if you need an alibi, chances are you don't need to be doing what you're doing.
These are the same folks that keep posting stuff on Facebook where they add what they're doing.
Yeah.
Especially during Thanksgiving. We don't care. We all eat the same thing. Stop. Just stop.
Yeah. All right. Last question here. Will we ever have unmanned aviation, and will it be for passenger planes? So I know we have the UVs, the unmanned, but I'm talking about there's no pilot. Like you're in a passenger plane and like, where's the pilot? No pilot, man.
I'm good.
Somebody on the ground piloting the plane.
Wait, nobody's gonna serve me drinks?
I mean, the planes almost fly themselves already.
Pretty much.
No,
yeah.
I'll do an RV.
We have to land them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen for sure.
To me, it's something comforting about a pilot saying, "Yeah, we're thank you very much. Okay, I understand that. Appreciate you. But just hearing him talk while you're on the plane, that's more comforting than just nothing and it's automated. I don't trust that because humans make mistakes, but humans also made those computers. No.
Well, get this. He doesn't even have to be on the plane. He could just be from like the control pad on the ground, and he can know what's going on. And they'll be like, "This is your captain speaking." You don't even know he's not even up there.
But whether I know it or not, that's the difference. I would rather speculate that he's still on the plane.
I think this is what's going to happen. They're going to have. There's still going to be a pilot but not in the main seat. They're going to have an unmanned person piloting, not every plane, some planes, to save money, number one. And number two, because technology is pretty much almost there in the next 20, 30 years, it'll happen. But if something were to happen, there's always a pilot or someone in the cockpit. It can't be 100% nobody in that motherfucker because anything can happen.
I'm not with that. Look at get hijacked. What you gonna do? That's rough, man. I need a physical person in there. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Oh well, technology. I say the next 20, 30 years, but we still don't have unmanned cars. I mean, we have it, but it's not at the point where we trust that shit.
But I still want a drone. I want to have it. I want a drone. Yeah, I want a drone.
I think we'll have Amazon more delivering packages by drone before we have an unmanned passenger plane first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, folks. That's it for Highway 54. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Fenton, give it up for Fenton, everybody, for joining us. Hopefully he'll join us every so often, if not every Sunday. Welcome back, Carlo and D3. Always the newest addition to the crew. Love your insight and your energy, man, and you're always welcome to join us on the Highway 54 crew. This is another Sunday edition. June, it's getting hot, guys, because I'm sweating balls right now. That's why I got
hotter than fish grease.
Yeah.
not here in Seattle.
It's not hot yet?
Well, it was. Back to rain.
All right. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.